Good good afternoon, students.
Good
Am I
afternoon,
audible?
sir.
Okay. I don't know why every day it's creating a new meeting ID. I'll try to restore the old one. Okay, I'll try it. Whatever we had discussed yesterday, is there any doubt in that? Had you tried all those things? Yes. Had you tried those things?
Yes, sir.
Any problem?
No, sir.
So I assume this answer is of all the students. Okay. Uh, let's continue with files. We'll discuss a few more things about files today. Let me open a file. Is equal to open some data.dat file, and I'm opening it in write mode only. And then I'm writing something into it. Hello friends, or let it be hello students. And then I close it. Okay. Now you need to focus that what is the mode of opening file. We are opening this file for writing in text mode. By default, mode is text. We are not writing binary here. Let's see whether it is working or not. So when I run it, it works and a data.dat file has been created. If I open it, hello students is written in it. Is it clear? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see if we change the mode from write text to write binary. Does it work or not? Let us see. So let me try to run this. You can see here, I changed the mode from text to write binary, and there is an error. Why this error is there? Because this text that we are trying to write is simple string. It is not a bytes-like object, as it is saying. It's not in its binary format, right? Similarly, if I try to write a string into it, str, let me divide it into two parts. Hello, and the other one is students. So let me try to write file dot write str and then the remaining part student. So again, it is giving a message, right? Why? Because this str, which is a variable, or students, which is a literal, both of them are simple strings. They are not byte-like objects. If we write these into simple file, once again, I am reverting to text mode only. If we are using this simple file, not binary file, again, you can see I had run this program. There is no error. It means file has been created. And again, it's written student, hello students. Okay. So when we are to write into a binary file, whether it is numeric data or string data, what we need to do, we need to write here. If it is a variable, we will write encode. And if it is a literal string, we will simply write a B here. It will be automatically converted to binary. Okay, let me extend it further. Let's see if it works. So when I run it, as you can see, I have run the file. There is no error at all here. And the file has been created and the contents are there. Hello students, let's see if it works. And you can see it has worked. Have you got the difference, all of you?
Yes, sir.
When you are writing to a binary file, right, then if it is a string variable, then you will write dot encode, encode it to binary format. If it is a string literal, you will proceed it with a simple B. Okay, now let us read this file. Let's open this file in read mode and try to read from it. File.read. And then I'll straight away print it. Let's see what happens. You can see it is reading, but with a B here. Is it visible to all of you? You can see it has read the contents and displayed those, but there is a B preceding. So what we can do, it is basically reading the string. We can write here decode. If I write here decode, see what happens. That B, which was converting the string to binary format, it's no more there, and we have got the real string. Is this thing clear, Vijay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me revert to what it was earlier. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. I've written both the codes here. So let's run it once again. You can see it is working. If we modify this, check it again, and you can see it is working. It has read the whole file. So let me save it for you. Files 05. Okay. Any problem up to this point? Any problem up to this point?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay. Yesterday we had seen how to use Pickle for storing binary data. We had stored a student record into it. So there were three things involved. One was student. So when you have a class declared like this, right, and stored in a particular file, and then you are importing it, this becomes a module, right? That file becomes a module. Within that module, we have a class student. So that's why we have written student.student. Okay. Now, if I add multiple records here, like you people are 5 students, let me change the names, roll numbers. It was 2, 3, 4, and 5, and names we have. Katie is there, then Nitin is there, and Kushpreet is there, and then Taran is there. Let me make some changes in the marks also. Okay, fine. So let me run it. So it will create a student.dat file. Let's see if that file is there. Yes, it is here. And you can see this is the data file. Okay, now let us open the other program that was, okay, here it is. If I write it multiple times here, okay, we are loading 5 records and displaying those. As you can see, all the 5 records have been loaded and displayed. Is this thing clear, Bacha? Yes. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there is a concept called there is a concept called random access. Any idea what is a random access? Okay, generally there are 2 types of accesses, sequential and random. Can anybody tell me the difference? Any one of you? Taran, can you tell me the difference, Bache, between these two, sequential and random access files?
Sir, sequential access means मतलब sequence wise access होंगी files and random means कि जो भी हम access करना चाहे वो randomly access कर सकते हैं.
Can you give me any example of this? Anybody else? Khushpreet, can you give me any example of this, Bache? Khushpreet, are you there? हाँ जी मानसी बोलो बोलो. हाँ खुशप्रीत बोलो. Any example of sequential and random access?
सर रैंडम एक्सेस में हम फाइल को रीड और राइट कहीं भी कर सकते हैं और सीक्वेंशियल में सिर्फ सीक्वेंस में ही होता है.
बच्चे आई एम सेइंग कि कोई और एग्जांपल दे सकते हो किसी Okay, let me tell you. आपने कैसेट्स देखी हैं, ऑडियो कैसेट्स या वीडियो कैसेट्स? ऑडियो टेप्स, वीडियो टेप्स देखी हैं आपने?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
वो ऑडियो टेप या वीडियो टेप में क्या होता है, इफ यू वांट टू सी अ पर्टिकुलर सीन और इफ यू वांट टू हियर अ पर्टिकुलर सॉन्ग, तो आपको पूरी टेप को घुमाना पड़ेगा, या फॉरवर्ड करना पड़ेगा या रिवर्स करना पड़ेगा, because tape is a sequential access device. You cannot directly go to a place. You know this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, CD, okay, compact disc or DVD, or nowadays even your pen drives, all your secondary storage media that you are using, that includes hard disk, that includes CD, that includes pen drives and such thing, or your memory card, SSD cards. All these are random access devices because data is stored on a flat surface, right? You can directly go to that place and access from there. So let us implement random access. Till now, what we had done is sequential access only. Now let us see how to implement random access. For that, one thing is required, that is, what is the size of each data item? Let's say record length is 20. We are fixing that every record is of length 20. Okay, and then let us write a small program with open cities.dat write plus binary. I'm using write plus binary mode. I'll tell you why. As f, and let us get how many cities we want to store. Integer input, enter number of cities for I in range n. City is equal to input, enter city name. Let us get length of the city name. Okay. Now, what I am trying to tell you, that we have fixed record length as 20. Now, if I enter a city, say Patiala, it's of just 7, right? So what we need to do, we need to pad it with some spaces. For example, instead, because space will not be visible to you, let me write hash. So now what we have done, we have padded this city with some spaces, so the total record length becomes 20. Similarly, let's say some other Amritsar, right? We'll again pad it with some spaces to make length equal, right? And similarly, one more, let me add one more, say Ludhiana. Okay, now all these 3 cities, they are of the same length. Okay, Patiala is beginning at which point? It is starting at 0 location. So its length now 20. Amritsar might be beginning from where? Amritsar kahan se start hoga? If Patiala is starting from 0, Amritsar will be starting from? Yes, anybody? Are bolo. I told you that the length of this record, Patiala city record, which we are seeing, is 20. Right? It's starting from location 0. तो अमृतसर पटियाला के बाद अगर हमने लिखा है तो उसकी लोकेशन क्या होगी? हाँ जी,
21.
बच्चे 0 से स्टार्ट किया ना, तो 20 होगी इसकी. अगर हम 1 से स्टार्ट करते तो ये 21 होता.
Okay.
Similarly, लुधियाना की कितनी होगी? 40.
Yes.
40 होगी ना? Let me write it here. It is at location 0. This is at location 20. This is at location 40. Maybe there's some other cities. right? So यहाँ 60, यहाँ 80 and 100. Now, if you look at it once again, this is record number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Right. Now, I want to go to a particular record, say 3. How will I calculate its address? Anybody? चलो पहले इसको स्टोर कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद देखते हैं. ओके. पहले पैडिंग करनी है. We have entered पढ़ा, तो उसकी पैडिंग कैसे करेंगे? City is equal to city plus record length minus length of the city into space. तो इससे पैडिंग हो जाएगी cities की. Okay. Then we'll store it in the file f dot write city dot encode. Okay. Let me run it up to this point only first. एक बार चला के देखते हैं. Let me enter 3 cities only. पटियाला, अमृतसर, और हमने एंटर किया था लुधियाना. So cities dot dat बन गई है. इसमें पटियाला, अमृतसर, लुधियाना तीनों स्टोर हो गए. Is this thing clear? यहाँ तक क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now W plus B mode. W means write, plus means read also. Because if we write R plus, it means read and write. If we write W plus, it means write and read. Now we have stored it in file. Let's move out. Let's get the record number from user. Enter record number. For reading. Okay. Now we will compute the offset. Offset means address of that particular record within the file. So offset कैसे आएगा हमारे पास? It will be record number minus 1 into record length. देखो, is this thing clear? Is this formula clear to you? It has got some relation here. I want to read record 3, right? So record number is 3 minus 1, कितना हो गया? 2 into record length. 2 into 20 is 40. 40 means starting from here. From here we'll read. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
बच्चे formula clear हुआ
Yes,
सभी को? Okay. Now having reached there, we will read the city. Let me write now. CP is equal to f dot read, and we'll read 20 bytes from there, or we can even write record length. These many bytes will read, and then print CT dot decode, and that particular city will be printed, and finally we will close the file. Let's run it again. Let me enter 5 cities now. Delhi, Agra, Patiala, Amritsar, and Jalandhar. Now it is asking me enter the record number for reading. Let me enter 3. Oh, what happened? Have we kept it open, the file? Cities. Oh, the problem is there. We have computed the offset, but we have not reached there. fseek is the function. Perhaps last time we kiya tha, I don't remember exactly. fseek is the function through which we can move the file pointer from one location to another. So what we are doing now, through this function, we are moving the file pointer to the calculated address, which we have calculated here. And if not passing the other parameter here, then by default, it means from starting of the file. Otherwise, there are different parameters which you can pass. 0 stands for starting of the file, perhaps 1 stands for end of the file, and 2 stands from current location. So we'll have to do the whole exercise again. Let me enter names, Delhi, oh sorry, 5 cities: Delhi, Agra, Patiala, Jaipur, Shimla. Kuch bhi enter kar do. And I want to third record or fourth record, let's say. So it's saying Jaipur. As you can see, fourth city that we entered is Jaipur. Okay. Now, if I use this code, इसको बार बार लिखेंगे नहीं. Let's move to the other file. इसको सिर्फ read binary में open करते हैं. Okay. Let's not write all these things here. File is already there with us. Let me try it now. Enter record number for reading. I am saying 1. It is saying Delhi. If I enter 5, it's saying Shimla. If I enter 2, it's saying R, and this is the sequence which we had entered. So this is how we implement random access. Is it clear, bache?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this? So you need to be careful about encoding and decoding. When you are storing some string data in file, you need to use encoding when you are storing and decoding when you are retrieving data or reading data. Yes, any problem up to this point, then let me know. So let me save this program. Files 06 perhaps. And this one, files 07. Yes, any problem up to this point? किसी को कोई चीज नहीं समझ में आई, then let me know. We can discuss that again. हाँ जी, anybody? What should I assume? अरे बोलो भाई. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी, any problem?
No, sir.
आगे चलें फिर?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes, for example, in this particular case, sometimes we know that size of record is fixed, but we do not know how many records are there. Are you getting my point? Huh? Like city.dat, we have stored 5 records. It's fine. But suppose we don't know how many records are there in the file, but we know that each record is of fixed length, the same one. Okay. In that case, what can we do? We'll import OS, that is for operating system. We will find size of the file first. Size is equal to, be very careful, ध्यान से इसको देखना है, os.path.getSize, and here name of the file, which is cities.dat. Once we have got size of the file, let me write it here. Print file size is size. Okay. Then we'll get record numbers. Rec count, let it be. So record count कैसे पता लगेगा? Anybody? कितने records हैं, ये कैसे पता लगेगा? Yes, anybody?
Sir, length of size.
Say it again, please.
Length of size.
नहीं. कितने records हैं, ये कैसे पता लगेगा? See, when we are calling this function get size, it will tell us size of the file in terms of bytes. Okay, it will tell us the total size of the file in terms of bytes. अब हमने उसमें से number of records calculate करने हैं. कैसे करेंगे? We know the record length. Each record is of length 20. It's simple. Size divided by record length, we'll get number of records. Right. So let me print it. File contains records red count. So this file contains records, which will tell you the total number of records. ये देखो, ये clear है? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what we can do, we can read these records now one by one. No need of all this. Record length is already there. Let us write for I in range rec count. Okay, fine. Let's see what happens. You can see here, it's telling us file size is 100. So it means it is in 5 records. 5 times we have run the loop and it has read all the 5 records. And you can see because of padding, when I'm trying to select these city names, because of padding, this area also selected. If there is no padding, then all selections will terminate at the end of the name itself. But now they are extended and each record is, since each record is of 20 bytes, you can see their selection is like this, like triangle. Clear everything?
Yes, sir.
Let me save it. Files 08. Okay. Okay. Let me give you some assignments for tomorrow. ये कल करनी है पॉजिटिवली, ओके? एंड आपने मुझे स्क्रीन शेयर करके जैसे भी आप करते हो मुझे कोड दिखाना है, ओके? फर्स्ट असाइनमेंट इज हाउ टू स्टोर numeric data in binary files. Second, implement search on cities.dat file for searching the city. Note कर लो ये. Oh, I'll share in the group. ठीक है? How to store numeric data in binary files. एक तो ये करना है, दूसरा है implement search on cities.dat file for searching the city, whether it is there in the database or not. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Fine. That's all for today. I'll share the recording and the files. Okay, ji, take care.